Hello, everybody. This is Jose Gagnon, the random guy, here again. And today, like I said, I'll be doing some crazy random commentaries on a couple of season 1 episodes of Thomas the Train. So, the very first season 1 episode we'll be doing is called A Big Day for Thomas, also known as Thomas's Train. So, I hope you all enjoy, and let us start right now.
Thomas the Tank Engine was grumbling to the other engines. I spend my time pulling coaches about, ready for you to take out on journeys. The other engines laughed. Why can't I pull passenger trains too? You're too impatient, they said. You'd be sure to leave something behind. Rubbish, said Thomas. I'll show you.
And also, you get a bit really anxious as well when you want to go to try something that you have no experience whatsoever, and being anxious is very bad to have. Just sometimes. Sometimes it can be very bad to be anxious.
One night, he and Henry were alone. Henry was ill. The men worked hard, but he didn't get better. He felt just as bad next morning. Henry usually pulled the first train, and Thomas had to get his coaches ready. If Henry is ill, he thought, perhaps I shall pull his train. Thomas ran to find the coaches. Come along, he fussed. There's plenty of time,
Now he's being
they grumbled.
anxious again.
Thomas took them to the platform and wanted to run round in front at once. But his driver wouldn't let him. Don't be impatient, Thomas. Thomas waited and waited. The people got in. The conductor and station master walked up and down. The porter banged the doors, and still Henry didn't come. Thomas got more and more excited. Sir Topham Hatt came to see what was the matter, and the conductor and station master told him about Henry. Find another engine, he ordered. There's only Thomas, they said. You'll have to do it then, Thomas. Be quick now. So Thomas ran round to the front and back down on the coaches, ready to start. Let's not be impatient, said his driver. We'll wait till everything is ready. But Thomas was too excited to listen.
I'm surprised that Sir Topham Hatt didn't talk to Thomas at all about, giving him some little, what is it? Giving him some advice on how to pull a passenger train. He's just like, oh, it's okay, Thomas can do it. Even though, he has no experience pulling passenger trains at all. We're just going to let, the inexperienced train go and do the do the job for us. I just don't get it, man. It's craziness.
What happened then, no one knows. Perhaps they forgot to couple Thomas to the train, or perhaps the driver pulled the lever by mistake.
How did they not make sure that Thomas was coupled up to the coaches first before, leaving the station? They should have double checked that they were coupled up to the coaches first instead of just, But then again, Thomas was probably too anxious, and he just wanted to start it right away. But still, the driver should have gotten out and made sure that they were coupled up to the coaches first. I don't know, man. Both Thomas and his driver just made some stupid mistakes. That they didn't make sure that they were coupled up, and Thomas just left without, asking his driver. That's what happens when you get someone that's not experienced to do something for you.
Anyhow, Thomas started without his coaches. As he passed the first signal tower, men waved and shouted, but he didn't stop. They're waving because I'm such a splendid engine, he thought importantly.
He's so stupid.
Henry says it's hard to pull trains, but I think it's easy. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Crazy wackos,
pretending
man.
to be like Gordon. People have never seen me pulling a train before. It's nice of them to wave. And he whistled. Beep, beep. Thank you. Then he came to a signal at danger. Bother, he thought. I must stop. And I was going so nicely, too. What a nuisance signals are. He blew an angry beep beep on his whistle. The signalman ran up. Hello, Thomas, he said. What are you doing here? I'm pulling a train, said Thomas. Can't you see? Where are your coaches, then? Thomas looked back. Why, bless me, he said, if we haven't left them behind.
Man, he just...
Yes, said the signalman.
he lets his anxiousness, get before,
Thomas was so
thinking
sad,
straight,
he
basically.
nearly cried. Cheer up,
That's why you
said his
can't be
driver.
too
Let's go back
anxious.
quickly and try again.
Stupid idiots, man. Boom, bum, beam, boom. Beam, beam, beady, doo, 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 be, doo, 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 doo. Beep, doo, 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 doo,
At the station,
doo.
all the passengers were talking at once. They were telling Sir Topham Hatt what a bad railway it was. But when Thomas came back, they saw how sad he was and couldn't be cross. He was coupled to the train, and this time he really pulled it.
Of course, everyone else is going to start making fun of him now because, of how inexperienced he was at pulling his very first passenger train.
Afterwards, the other engines laughed at Thomas and said, Look, there's Thomas who wanted to pull a train, but forgot about the coaches. But Thomas had already learned not to make the same mistake again.
But he does get anxious when he gets to, when he's told to go do a different job. Because he just likes to get, he gets so anxious about going to do a job, he doesn't, stop to, think clearly first and, think about what he has to do. Hope you all enjoyed. And like I said, I'll be doing 3 more episodes from season 1. And yeah,